I was thinking last week, well, I mean, I've been wanting to pour some concrete over there in one of my buildings, and it was going to take around 30 yards of concrete. That's somewhere in the neighborhood of $3,000 for the concrete. But I'm a man of faith. I really learned how to be a man of faith on my parking lot in front of my son's building, because I don't have any idea how many 100 yards of concrete we poured on his entire parking lot on his gym. I poured that entire parking lot by faith. Somebody said, what do you mean? Well, I said, I run out of money. I didn't have any money. In other words, I'd spent all of my life savings building my son's gym and buying him all that equipment, and now I need a concrete parking lot. So I went out there and I told one of the guys working with me, I said, we're going to form up a 20 by 20 section here and put some steel in it, and then I'm going to ask God to bring me some free concrete. He said, Thurman, you're crazy. I said, nope, I'm going to walk by faith. A lot of people think you're crazy. So anyway, we went out there and we formed it up. We put the steel in it and we're getting ready and everything. And a guy come by and he says, hey, he said, you fixing the concrete this parking lot? I said, yes, sir, I am. He said, where are you going to buy your concrete? I said, I ain't going to buy it. I'm going to get it for free. He said, where are you going to get it for free? I said, I don't know, but the Lord's going to bring it. I said, well, why? What do you need? He said, well, I'm the manager for Lattimore Concrete up here. And he says, I thought I'd stop by and see if I could sell you this concrete. I said, no, I'm out of money, so I've got to get it for free. He said, he said, you're serious, aren't you? I said, yes, sir, I'm serious. He said, do you have 2 or 3 guys here to help you? I said, yeah, all the time. He said, so we always have overage concrete. He said, when we bring it back, we have to take it to a place and dump it. And he said, would you be willing to take our overage concrete? I said, I would love it. I poured that entire parking lot around my son's complete building, probably 200 yards of concrete poured, and the biggest amount of concrete I got in any one day was 4.5 truckloads in one day, free. 4.5 truckloads in one day. But this last week or week before last, I said, Lord, I'm going to exercise my faith again, and I need to pour concrete underneath my carport deal down there at the gym, behind the gym. And I said, Lord, it looks like I need somewhere around 30 yards, something, I'm just guessing. But I said, Lord, thank you. I need that concrete, and I want to thank you for bringing it to me by free. I'm living by what? Faith. So after I prayed and asked the Lord, I drove over to see David over there at TXI, or Gateway Concrete, which is not too far from where the gym is. I said, David, you have any overage concrete? He said, oh, yeah, all the time. He said, in fact, if you'd been here 45 minutes earlier, we just dumped a 10-yard load. I said, oh, my goodness gracious. I said, well, I'm ready, and there's a couple of us going to be over there. So I said, if you want to start bringing it to me, I'm ready. Just give me a call on my phone. I wrote my phone number down and give it to him. I didn't much more than get back over there, and he said, I got 3 yards. Just come in right now. Do you want it? I said, sure. So he brought it over there, and we poured a couple of little slabs that we needed to pour. And that was that day. 7 o'clock, my phone was ringing the next morning, and he said, Thurman, this is David. He said, are you ready for 16 yards of concrete? I said, what, do you got a full truckload and a half of? He said, yeah, we got 16 yards. It'll be back here in 30 minutes. Can you be here in 30 minutes? I said, I'll be there in 30 minutes. So, that's when we called Scott. I got him out of bed. No, he probably was already. I got Tim out of bed. Tim, when he looked and he saw Dad's number at 7 o'clock in the morning, he said, oh my gosh, it must be an emergency. Dad never calls at 7 in the morning. But we all went over there together, Dave and me and everybody, and before the day was over, we had poured everything we needed except one little apron out in front I figured was going to take about 6 more yards. We had the whole thing poured and finished and everything. And the next day, Bruce and I was over there. I said, Lord, thank you. I need 6 more yards of concrete today to finish that off. So about 2 o'clock, I said, well, I hadn't had it yet. So I said, Lord, I'm going to run up to the chicken place to get me a little snack pack. Because if I do get 6 yards now, I need something in me. So I get to the chicken place, and just as I order, my phone rings. Said, Thurman, it's David. I got 6 yards. You ready for it? I said, when? He said, in 10 minutes. I said, I'll be there. Bring it over. And we got that last 6 yards, and we totally did that whole thing. We got 34 yards of free concrete by faith. Now, the just are going to live by what? Faith. You know, don't ask God to do something for you and then say, what are you waiting for? Well, I'm waiting on this or that. Well, I've asked God for it. You believe you're going to get it? Well, I sure hope so. Now, that's not faith. You know that? Yes, I'm going to get it because I asked. Now, he didn't say when he would give it to you, but you will get it. So you got to believe God.